Welcome back to the Artie Lange Show. My next guest, great comic, sketch comedy, stand-up comedy. Been a fan of his for a long time. The great Tommy Davidson. What's up, man?
Besame mucho.
You're a singer. You can appreciate that.
Someone left their fresh water. Danny, I got your water out here, and it's still cool.
You know, they need a little Sammy up there, Larry. You sure?
Besame mucho. Hey, Danny, here's my high.
I got to say, man, I was a fan of a lot of your stuff on In Living Color, but two of my favorite sketch characters of all time, you and David Alan Grier doing those Hollywood
the BS
guys.
Brothers.
Oh, man. With like the car, like, bam!
Yeah, I got your card. Howard, where's your card? Boom! No, you don't know. I caused a nightmare for myself because
What happened?
You know, I'll be in the airport in like Des Moines, Iowa.
Yeah, you'll hear that.
And 6 o'clock in the morning, somebody be like, Tommy. Bam! I'll be like, man, you better get out my face. So I created a nightmare, but that's one of the ones that sticks.
Yeah, that show is brimming with talent, man. I mean, all you guys were just, everybody did their own thing. And, I did Mad TV for a couple years, so I worked with, Adam Small, Fax, those guys. I know a lot of guys from that show.
They were crazy,
but
right?
Nutty, but fun. If you think about that cast, you and Damon and Jim Carrey and everybody, Keenan, everybody was so
Jennifer Lopez,
David Allen
Jamie
Greer,
Foxx.
Insane talent.
Yeah.
Everybody just so perfect for sketches.
Yeah.
And like a lot of people thought sketch comedy was dead. SNL was going through a weird time, and you guys revitalized it as a genre, I think.
Yeah, we did. It was a good time because Keenan was like Professor Xavier,
right,
of the X-Men. He just took all the comics that were hot at the time.
He had a good eye
and put them together. We were like 77 Steelers.
You were, man, absolutely.
Like defense and the offense was kicking ass.
Yeah, because you guys were all sort of like Jim Carrey was huge on the stand-up circuit, and then we were all. And did you start doing stand-up? Is that what
I started doing stand-up. I came out there probably about 10 years after Keenan and Jim Carrey and all those guys were out there. So I was like the kid on the show.
Right, you were young.
Yeah, but so when it came to the sketches and stuff like that, I learned fast.
Yeah, no, well, you did. I mean,
I learned real fast.
Your youth didn't come through in the sense that you looked not experienced. Everything, it was perfect. And your first Showtime stand-up special, I'm a huge fan of, too.
Ah, thank you.
Yeah, really.
That's when specials were specials.
Yeah, I know. Everybody gets one nowadays. Everybody's got a DVD or a podcast.
Right.
What? So you're on the road a lot these days?
On the road, I'm on alimony tour.
Every comedian goes.
Which is a never-ending tour.
Is that true?
It lasts forever.
It preempts the child support tour.
Yeah, exactly. It preempts that.
Man.
It opens the child support tour. No, actually, I love stand-up because as you know,
you're great at it.
You get to finally do what you want to do.
Right. No, I'm telling you, I would highly recommend anybody go by and get a ticket and see Tommy Davidson do stand-up. You will not be disappointed. Sketch comedy, is that something? It's a young man's game because I did it in my 20s.
Yeah.
Do you get a yearning to ever do some of that ever again?
I actually, that's a good segue. I actually have a DVD from a special that I did on Showtime just recently that's released now.
Oh, great.
Called Chocolate Sundays, which actually is a sketch show.
Oh, cool.
It's kind of like Def Jam meets In Living Color meets Carol Burnett because there's white people on it.
Def Jam meets...
Carol was great, though.
Wait, Def Jam
You got to give it to Carol. Come on.
Def Jam meets Carol Burnett.
Yeah, come on.
That I got to see.
Come on. Yeah. Chocolate Sunday. It goes on sale now on DVD.
Cool.
And that's probably the last sketch show that's been on the air.
Right. Yeah, pretty much.
Sketch is a specialized skill. Not everyone can do it.
It is, man. It's weird. I mean, and again, I did Mad TV for a couple of years. The audition for a network sketch comedy show is the most nerve-wracking.
Yeah, what do you do?
It was a 3-hour, I landed in L.A., and you got to do 3 characters.
Right.
Original, 3 impressions, then 3 improv scenes, 3 sketches. And then you get it, and you're like, wow, I just signed up to do this every week. It's a lot of work, and the prosthetics, and,
Yeah. I didn't get the sketch part.
No.
Like, when I auditioned, I failed the sketch part.
You're kidding me.
Yeah, like you're in a cab.
Right.
You're in a cab and it's going fast.
Right. You mean like improv stuff or just like?
You're on a merry-go-round, man, and there's a guy with a gun, There's a pit bull, man. You're actually on a pit bull sled. It's like a snow sled, but all the dogs are pit bulls.
Yeah, like improv stuff. No, improv is weird, man. Improv is weird.
Yeah, it's like, so
especially if you leave
once
it up,
you get it, once you get it, you got it, and you know it's a zone.
Right.
And you're in the zone. You know, once you get the rhythm of it, you know, but it's not for everybody.
No, well, you guys, I mean, you destroyed it. And then you had the Fly Girls, like you say, J-Lo got introduced with that.
Yeah.
What was that like? What was she like on set? Was she just like?
She's wonderful.
She was going to be a star?
No, she was wonderful.
Yeah.
Yes, she was wonderful. Now I can't get her through the door with her head, with either her head or her ass. But you know, back then she was wonderful. You know what I mean? You know, both her head and her ass were stuck in the door.
It's a tough combination.
It's a giant 8. It's Michelin Woman.
Well, you were a fan of In Living Color, I bet, right?
Yeah, of course. It was big time back then. So
This guy
I'm a
played for
big
the
fan.
Raiders. This guy was a Raider for
Which Raider?
5 years. Oakland Raiders.
No, yeah, but which?
What
The
year?
good, when we were good. When we last went to
one
the
where
Super Bowl.
they took the Patriots. The Patriots.
The
They took that one
Patriots
from
go-
you guys.
Yeah, when
that
they
Raiders.
hosted us, I was on that team.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That was a brutal, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, that's a
Yeah.
sour spot for
The,
you.
the one that they took.
Yeah,
That
year.
Raiders.
Well, and we got the Super Bowl taken from us the year before by the Ravens when Tony Saragusa broke our quarterback.
That.
So that
because
was,
there was
and
other
then that
Raiders.
year, it was the following year, and then the year after that, we finally made it to the Super Bowl, and the other team
was
knew all
Tampa.
our plays. Yeah,
Right, yeah.
because they had our coach.
Right.
So, yeah, I got hosed several times.
Explain
but
what
those
happened,
were-
though. Explain what happened.
But you
with
played
that.
for the Raiders, though.
Yeah, that was.
No, it was
not
a
saying,
cool
I'm a big
team.
fan of the Raiders forever.
But what happened? You guys changed your game plan last minute because
No, well, all week long we practiced short yardage and goal line personnel groupings, and we were gonna just pound the ball down their throat because we were bigger and stronger.
Say it with
and,
enthusiasm now. It's over.
It
You know what I
is
mean?
over.
Yeah, give it some.
That
yeah.
well, I was Football's jazzed big, up,
yeah.
man, because that meant that I was going to be killing
Let that
people.
anger
I
out.
was going to be
Show us the
be
initial
getting
enthusiasm.
after people. I was excited, and then we got to the game. Well, first our center went AWOL, and then
do you remember that,
the night
Tommy?
before
That team where
game.
the center disappeared?
I don't remember that team.
The night before the Super Bowl against Tampa
Okay.
Bay.
Yeah.
Their center.
No, it was actually Friday night.
Oh, Friday night?
Okay,
My
okay.
wife saw him leaving the family hotel when she knew that we were
It was in San
under
Diego.
curfew. Yeah.
Was the,
And he was
yeah.
MIA.
Yeah.
He went to Mexico.
My wife said, "Hey, I saw Barrett leaving at
To
like
Mexico.
midnight."
Yeah.
And the next day we were at the stadium getting ready for the team picture.
Right,
Saturday,
okay.
the day
And he
before the
wasn't there
Super
for
Bowl.
picture. The center
Yeah,
now.
and
Right.
you know, the coach said, "All right, offense huddle up," and normally the center calls the huddle.
Right.
And there was no huddle called. So everyone realized that Barrett was not there, and we didn't find out till that night that they found him in Mexico. He thought the game was already played and we
Right,
won,
okay.
and he was celebrating.
legitimately
Played
was
a
crazy.
game a night
Yeah,
before.
he was legitimately crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah, he just lost
went
it.
crazy.
And then we lost the game.
Actually, Ronnie Lott, I saw
seriously.
Ronnie Lott called the game for me.
Oh,
Ronnie
yeah?
Lott was on the back of a golf cart.
Right.
You know, and I said,
Yeah.
Ronnie, what do you think of the game? Well, you know, with a team in a row, the team in a row, I'm gonna tell you right now. With a team in a row, you know, they feel like they can't be beat, you know, and Tampa won the row. You know what I'm saying? So as long as they run the row, you know, they're going to Super Bowl as well. You know what I'm saying? I said, all right, Ronnie. All right.
That's a great Ronnie Lott. I never saw someone do Ronnie Lott before.
With a team in a row,
Now, when you think, a guy like Ronnie Lott, when you hear that, do you think he might be a concussion guy, or is he just
Yeah,
like
he's-
trying to talk too
He's a
quick?
candidate. He's a candidate.
When you do the Ronnie Lott impersonation, you should go like this.
Yeah, go
too.
like this, yeah. Well, I may have to see him soon. So.
Oh, yeah, I know. That's one of those things. It's like doing like a Mike Tyson impression. You know?
No, when I did Sugar Ray.
Right, you should do
When
Sugar
I did
Ray.
Sugar
yeah.
Ray one time, and I'll do him.
Yeah,
Sugar
let's,
Ray,
I love that.
You know, it will help ratings.
Yeah.
I'll do him with earphones on.
Yeah.
What fought Timmy Hearns? Timmy was a very good puncher. Very, very vicious fighter. But Hagler, for some reason, boy, Hagler was just Hagler punching hard. So you had Hagler, you had Benitez. Benitez, Hagler, all of them. Very good fighter. Oh, my most famous boxer of all time is the Italian guy.
Rocky.
You're gonna be the champ, Rock.
Oh.
And I won't have to sell Volkswagens anymore. And I don't have to be the penguin.
I didn't know you did neither one of those things.
Well, you wouldn't know that. You weren't even born then. I remember one time a guy put a nail in his glove and stuck it right through my cheek.
Yeah, well, why you telling me that?
I don't know. It just worked for the movie.
Well, why you look around my house, Mick? My house stink. Oh, Mick.
I don't think it stinks.
It stink, Mick! I never asked you for no favors. I've been fight to fight, I'll fight to fight. Who was there?
I do Sammy Davis Jr. doing that same scene.
Oh, God, I got to see that.
What's wrong with my house, Mick? It stinks, babe. That's right, it stinks, man. You want to see the Candyman get his eye kicked out? No. You want to see the Candyman get his eye kicked out?
Beautiful. Dude, that Sugar Ray Leonard is perfect, man. Because people don't. I mean, he is considered. He's a real he looks so perfect and put together. But when he talks like a boxer.
Yeah. And would knock you out.
Right. Exactly. But sometimes, like a lot of boxers, like a Rocky Balboa type of guy, or even like Vito Antuofermo used to talk. Sometimes he pauses.
Yeah, and just goes off.
Right. He either goes on and you see whoa, he's losing, and then goes back to this.
Yeah. And he looked at me for 1 second.
I was gonna say you met him after.
Yeah, well, I did the impression in front of him, and he looked at me for 1 second.
In front of him.
And he went like that, and I went, this guy knocks people out for a living. You forget about that.
Well, I was on the Howard Stern show, and I used to do a Mike Tyson impression on there, and 50 Cent the rapper was on, and he said such a funny thing. He told us that he bought Mike Tyson's old house in Connecticut, and Howard looked at me, and that was kind of like my cue to do Mike Tyson.
Right,
so we were on serious, and I was doing real dark, insulting stuff, and I was like, whatever you do, 50 Cent, don't redecorate my rape room. It took me 3 years to find the right color to rape a bitch to. Don't redecorate my rape room. So I'm laughing, and Robin's laughing,
right.
Howard's laughing, and 50 Cent's not laughing. He looks at us, he shook his head, and he goes, y'all act like Mike don't still knock motherfuckers out. I was like, whoa. It made me think.
No, but I like the fact that your jaw just went black. It was total black jaw. Chicken wings and
I can do
gravy.
that.
From here down, it was just like.
I morphed into that.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite impression to do?
Well, I have one.
Because you can tell, what's great about your impressions, man, is you can tell you're having a blast. And that's what I love about impressionists.
Well, I think one of the impressions I like the most recently is President-elect Obama.
Nice.
I think one of the things about the president, about myself, or whatever you want to call me, is that the president can take something that's really not important and make it sound actually important.
He is brilliant at that.
Like, let's say Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. They're part of an essential breakfast. Anytime you see a box of Kellogg's Frosted Flakes in the commercial, you see them next to a pitcher of milk and orange juice and bananas. So they're part of a complete breakfast. See, they're not just a breakfast themselves. Now, Tony the Tiger is actually involved with physical activities with children. Okay, now not like Michael Jackson, not that kind. But when you think about America's youth, we suffer from youth obesity. So Tony the Tiger actually becomes a positive thing for you. So you got a part of the essential breakfast.
Right.
You got helping the youth, and I don't know if you've seen that blue bandana that he rocks. Yeah. He rocks a blue bandana.
Yeah.
So he's fashionable. It's part of an essential breakfast. He helps children, and on top of that, they're great.
No, you know what? That's another thing about Obama. People don't put about Obama he is one of the best politicians ever. He's on the level of Clinton as a politician without Clinton's insane need to bang everything that walks.
Yeah.
He can control himself. He's a good husband,
right.
But he also is that great BSer.
No matter what
he's
he's
a BSer.
saying, it just sounds
right. You need that.
And it certainly does. I mean, I watched the championship with the Heat, and the Heat looked good.
For some reason, it sounded important.
Well, even like when that a couple years ago, Bill O'Reilly interviewed him during the halftime of the Super Bowl, and you know O'Reilly, you could tell was prepared and he couldn't wait, and he's like on his high horse and stuff, and he's right in his face, like. And O'Reilly's great, but you know you got to give it to Obama, because Obama just sits there and he's just like doing what you're doing, you know, like this, that, the other, nothing phases him, and he's just, you know, it just at the end O'Reilly's sweating, you know, and then Obama's fine, he can go to a wedding, you know, everything's fine.
Yeah, but take a picture of Obama, you know, 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm starting to sound like him. Take a picture of him 5 years ago and take a picture of him now, and the guy looks like Benson.
Nah,
it's like
I know. Yeah,
his hair.
It's getting to him a little. Right, man.
Yeah, he's Omega Man.
Yeah, you get. Well,
that's an old reference.
That's fine.
You know, Omega Man fans.
We know it. Me and John know it.
Soylent Green.
Soylent Green. Yeah, that's old.
Right. Let's go back.
What? He's under a lot of fire, and that gets. I mean, it's harder to be president now than ever, because literally the country's never been more divided. If you're president now, 50% of the country hates you. You know, because it's so divided. And again, you need a guy as smooth as him. He doesn't seem to.
He does a great job, man. Like you said, it's a hell of a job. It's almost like a janitor. He cleaned up 8 years of a mess.
It's becoming. No, I know. He got left a bad hand. Man. He got left a bad hand. So you're on the road a lot, then, right?
On the road a lot. On the road a lot, and it's good. It's good. It helps me develop TV and films and stuff of my own.
Right.
You know, Hollywood is a small town, and I like actually being out there. I was going to say, you know this too, when it comes to stand-up comedy, no one can tell you anything.
That's the best.
So no one's going to cut.
You're the director, producer.
When you did that thing, you're like, yeah. Oh, I thought it was funny.
You know, you're right. It's freedom, though, but don't you think that you get so used to that when you have to go back into the world where someone is saying just that, you start to resent it even more, and it makes that even more difficult, you know?
Well, they're both, to me, they're two different skills.
Yeah.
Definitely. I can empty out. When I know that other people are in the mix,
right,
I can empty out, and I become like a role player. You know, like I just get in and shoot the shots that I got, shoot the open shots that I got, and I can do that.
Right.
In control, because I found out that if you don't do that, you'll go out of your mind.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You got
to kind of get in there.
You got to lay back a little, yeah. Well, because one of the other things that was great about In Living Color was all you guys were brilliant at doing the thing that sort of stole the show. But if you were in it, like you and David Allen Greer in that sketch, you both did your own thing, and you let the other guy do enough of his thing to where, it just. And again, that was those are my favorite characters ever.